Welcome to the Randy Rex Show. Thank you so much for joining me. I am so happy to be here with you. I have so much to share with you. Yeah, let's just all get all into it. I'm about to watch the last episode of the Real Housewives of New York City, season 15. It's reunion day, a reunion episode 2, the final one. You know, the season was boring, forgettable for the most part. I do like a majority of these women, and I would love to see most of them back. Maybe like 5 of them out of the 8 women that were filming this season. I know that might sound crazy, but they've already made this investment in this new cast, and the 5 women that I want to see return, I feel like are interesting, dynamic, have money, they have that aspirational thing, they bring that to the table. I don't know, there is a part of me that is a little sad that I'm about to watch the last reunion episode, just because even though it was kind of like a forgettable season, I enjoyed last season. I enjoyed their freshman season. It was such an interesting thing as a housewife fan. They've never really fired the whole cast before and completely recast them, unless I'm completely mistaken. You know, it kind of set a precedence because there was that whole rumor that Bravo had filmed a season of The Real Housewives of New Jersey with a completely new cast as well. That show is on a hiatus right now. It hasn't been back since New York was well under its makeover. I mean, the housewives that I want to see leave this season the most are Brynn and Erin. Rebecca's already gone. Brynn just, I hate to say this, it sounds so stupid, and you know, a lot of my handles on social media are like real fan of, because I'm a fan of these shows. Like, you know, it's TV, it's supposed to be entertaining and something to take me out of my reality. Having said that, I really enjoyed Brynn last season, and I thought she had so much potential to be a top tier housewife. And just the turn that this season took at her hand, and then now even still her not really fully understanding how people can get that from this situation is a little alarming. I mean, obviously my heart goes out to her for everything she's been through, but it's just wild how dark and heavy all of that was. And then the other one I would want to see, Erin. She just, I like her. I've always been on the fence with her, but just everything this season with the pranking, and I'm not invested. I'm not invested. I hate to say it. Like, her husband is funny. He's fine. Her kids they seem sweet, you know, but I'm just not interested in seeing what happens with her. I don't care what happens, she's not really bringing anything to the show. But in this reunion episode, we're gonna see the fight. And I wanted to do this last week with the first reunion episode because it's just such a big thing at the end of this season, where Uba and Brynn are fighting, and Uba throws something out that maybe she slept with someone to get this job. Of course, that starts fights amongst the two of them throughout the episode. At one point, when Brynn is venting, she starts crying to the other women, talking about how could Uba say this when she knows that I've been sexually assaulted. Oh, she knows. The other women are on Brynn's side. They have an instant reaction towards Uba. One of those women tells Uba, and Uba freaks out. because she did not know this. And then all of a sudden, it's just like they say in the show, chaos ensues. Everyone eventually supports Uba, to where now it's the point where Bryn is the outcast. Even the transition from like the finale episode to the reunion episode 1 was kind of clunky. Like, I'm kind of grateful that I didn't have the opportunity to record this in depth with the first reunion episode, because it just wasn't giving me what I want. It wasn't giving me what I thought it was going to finally give me. And that has been a big critique of this new iteration of the Real Housewives of New York, especially this season. People are like, this was out there. It's in the beginning of the season. In the first episode, they show that something major happens the last night of filming for them, so many days before they shoot the promotion shots for the season. People are like, I don't want to have to wait a whole season to get to the finale for one episode of something good. And that's exactly what we got. The whole season was clunky. Like I said, it was lackluster, forgettable. And, I was excited to go into the reunion. I was thinking maybe that was going to keep delivering the same way that the last couple episodes kind of did, because it wasn't even just the finale episode. The episode before that kind of led into that. So those two episodes together were really solid as episodes of The Real Housewives over any city. But we'll see. We'll see what this last reunion episode brings. And it's not that the first one wasn't good. It just was clunky. That's the best way I can say it. I just felt like with all of the stuff going on amongst the cast and such a heavy topic, they could have gone about it a better way. And not to say more sensitive, but more dramatic. Well, it's official. That is a wrap on this season of The Real Housewives of New York City. It was a hell of a season. And not in the best way. Not in a good way. The last reunion episode did deliver. It did give us a good episode of The Real Housewives. But God, what a slag. What a slog. What is the word that I'm trying to say? Through the whole season, it was just like, ugh, trekking through mud. Like, can we get through this? And then at the very end, we had a nice relaxing shower and a little spa session. That's a great way to describe this season. I don't think they should get rid of Bryn unless she wants to be gone. They need to get rid of Aaron. They need to bring back the rest of the 6 girls and bring in 3 new girls. And then the 6 that are the most TV worthy get apples, and then the other 3 can be friends of. So I watched the trailer for season 16 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, and I have to say, I am so excited for this show. I am such a fanboy for my things. I am a ride or die for my things, as my cousins can attest to. I thought the trailer was great. A lot of it focused on money. A lot of it was, showing that, how does Andy Cohen like to refer to it? The aspirational life of the Real Housewives. Shamia is talking about how she has all of this money. We're meeting the new housewives. They seem pretty interesting. I can't wait to get to know them more. All in all, I thought it was a great trailer. They just showed us just enough to get us into hype mode for March, whenever this show finally premieres. Cannot wait for that. I love all of this stuff. All of this stuff is like my all of my fanboy things that I'm always going to look at it with like rose tinted glasses, like a little kid with just like pure joy and excitement. I'm always going to go into a Marvel movie or a Marvel TV show or a Real Housewives season or a Survivor or Big Brother season with the utmost optimism always and forever, because those are things that I hold near and dear to my heart because they bring me joy. And again, in a time like this, I'm gonna hold on to those things like crazy. Like I'm gonna hold them close to my heart and I'm gonna nurture them, and I'm going to be my true authentic self, and I'm going to love the person that I am. Especially again now in this moment in time, it's probably the most important to do that.